Anyway, go check it out. It looks very, very sweet. I was very impressed with the visuals, and of course, this is why it's tough to run it at max settings when they've got all that stuff going on. But if you have a top of the line PC, you can do it and still get good frame rate, and it's apparently very, very sweet. So anyway, check it out if you want. It's the most popular game in the world right now, but that's mostly because of China. There's so many people playing it in China right now that it's spiking the Steam numbers. But it's kind of funny, I don't know, maybe this a lot of people are saying this is the world kind of showing these big AAA devs, we want single player games. We don't want all multiplayer games. And even though this game is very popular, the reality is they'd be making way more money if they put microtransactions into a mobile game and just put that out instead. You know what I mean? Like, it's even the best selling AAA games don't even make close to what the biggest mobile games make, right? Not even in the same universe. So it's really, I don't know, the devs need to realize that, yeah, doing everything with online multiplayer and microtransactions and a battle pass and all this crap isn't always it's not what people want. It's not, you can make a game and be successful without all that. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I made it to Mythic with this Swarming Emergence deck. I was gonna make a YouTube video of it. I haven't done a YouTube video of it yet, so let's do this today. I'm not gonna play in Mythic though. I'll do an event. We'll just run it through a 5-match event or whatever they are. 5-match, 6-match. So this is the current version. And I'm a little soft to aggro. I put another Eclipse in the side. I could put a third Terror Tide in the main. I've got Harvester, double Terror Tide as kind of our sweepers, and then 4 spot removal spells. And that doesn't seem like enough for a different type of deck, a deck that's actually trying to control the game. We're just trying to combo off, so we just need to buy a little bit of time. Charlie, what's up? Going well so far, yeah. Civ 6, yeah, I heard about that. Yep. Oh, it's going to be at Gamescom. Oh, nice. Yeah, I heard about Civ 6. Well, I saw the announcement. I actually posted again in the Discord. I post a lot of gaming news in our gaming channel. I posted it when it was first announced, but I'd like to see it. Yeah, hopefully it'll be better than... I know a lot of people didn't like 5. They wanted 4. Civ 4 or Civ... Well, I don't remember what... People complained about a couple of them. I don't know. Burrington, how's life? Charlie, how's life? The DM hunt. Not well. I haven't had anybody step forward and offer, but the announcement's out there if anybody's interested. I will have to sit down and kind of talk with you and everything about what we're gonna do, but if there are any D&D, Dungeons and Dragons DMs out there, Dungeon Masters, somebody who wants to run the campaign, I could do it. I could run a campaign. I could just get a module or something, but I've never done it before. I really do prefer to be a player in the campaign as opposed to the DM. I think it's better for content creation purposes. Like, watching the DM do everything is also fun, but I think it's like playing a game. Most of the games we play, we are the protagonist in the game, and that's what I kind of like doing with with Dungeons and Dragons as well. So we'll see if we can find someone. Right now, we're looking for someone, and I guess our last DM wasn't sure maybe about what I wanted, but this is content for my channel. You're happy to, I'm happy to have you stream it or whatever you do with it. Great, but this is going to be for my channel, and I'd like it to be a campaign that we kind of all agree is good for the group. We've got a couple new players and stuff, so yeah, a DM who's interested in that, let me know. But I don't know. There's most people are not going to respond to that. I can post it on the Discord, but it'll take a little while. I'll have to say this kind of thing over and over before somebody pops in. Anyway, I'm going to do this little deck tech over here, and then I'm going to make sure I move my camera back before we start, so please remind me. Monopoly Go generated, oh wow, 2 billion? Holy crap. Matt Mercer, yeah, I wish. How much is he? He'll do it for pro bono probably, right? Okay, let's get this video recorded for YouTube. So we're gonna run this through an event. Let me just break down the deck real quick for the people watching on YouTube. They might not have seen this yet. So all right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for another standard event. This time, we're not going to be playing on the ladder. Trying out a new deck. This deck we kind of ran up to Mythic over the last week or so, and it's been quite good. It's powerful. This is a Sultai Reanimator deck built around Squirming Emergence. This is the key card. Squirming Emergence, a 3-mana reanimate that doesn't even have to target a creature, can target any permanent, so it can bring back Planeswalker, enchantment, artifact, you name it. and puts it into play for just 3 mana. The only thing is you have to have, you know, a certain number of permanents in your graveyard to be able to reanimate something huge. So the whole deck is built around milling yourself, putting permanents in the graveyard in order to cast Squirming Emergence and bring something back. So you've got Fallaji Archaeologist on turn 2, which mills cards, and then you can put a Squirming Emergence in your hand, or another way to you know, mill, like a Founding or something. Founding's incredible. This card lets you, you know, play 4 mana worth of spells on turn 2. It comes down, lets you cast a Picklock Prankster. Even though this is a creature, you can cast the Free the Fae side off the Founding first chapter. You can cast Wail of the Forgotten to put stuff in your yard. And then the second chapter, you mill yourself. Then third chapter, you can either cast a Squirming Emergence out of your graveyard, or, you know, cast something else, or just let the Squirming... just cast the Squirming out of your hand and just not do anything here. So this is a great enabler in the deck. Picklock Prankster, another insane one, milling 4 and then getting you a Squirming Emergence, or even a Bitter Triumph or something like that. Bitter Triumph, very important. That's why it's a 4 of in the deck. It's the only way we have to discard cards. So a lot of times with these big Reanimator decks, you draw your top end. This is our current suite of things to ramp in, or to cheat into play. You draw these naturally sometimes, and you need to get them into the graveyard, and that's where Bitter Triumph comes in. Not only is it just the best Doomblade in the format, it also lets you, yeah, fill your yard, which is just just perfect. Wail of the Forgotten's incredible here as well. Most of the time you're paying 2 mana and doing the third thing, which is look at the top 3 cards, put one of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. It can find lands. The Picklock and the Fallaji Archaeologist mill you, but then they can't put a land in your hand. They only put non-land, non-creature spells. Picklock puts instants or sorceries. And so Wail can find you lands. Also, as soon as you get 8 permanents in the yard, you can play this for 2 mana and do all of the things. And man, that is super powerful. It's a huge tempo play. It's a card advantage play. It's just like, you just get so much value for 2 mana. It's incredible. I often flash this back in the late game, and it's amazing. Squirming Emergence, with all this self-mill, you can Squirming Emergence and Atraxa into play on turn 3. You can play something like Founding of the Third Path, Chapter 1, and cast Picklock Prankster to mill 4, and then take your on your third turn, you mill yourself for 4 again with the second chapter of this. So that's like 8 cards in the yard right there, and you know, and that'll usually get you either an Atraxa or something huge. You can even just get to 5 permanents. If you mill an Atraxa and a Cruelty, you just need to get to 5 permanents, because Squirming will bring back the Cruelty, which will then bring back the Atraxa. There are other ways to build this deck. You could play Invasion of Tolvada, but we are trying to stay as Sultai as possible. I'm playing 1 basic Plains, and it's still annoying. Just having 1 basic that doesn't cast anything in your deck except Atraxa is annoying, but I think it is worth it. We hard cast these cards a lot in the late game. Lumra's an amazing one here. If you do cheat this into play, you end up going up to like 12 or 13 mana very quickly, and then you can just hard cast all of this. The one of Jace is amazing here as well. Jace, just being a one of, you can just kill a ton of the slow domain and control decks just by Squirming Emergence Jace over and over. Just Jace, mill for 5, like, you know, -5, mill 15, Squirming Emergence Jace, mill 15, Squirming Emergence Jace, or whatever. Sometimes you even target them with the Founding Chapter 2. Once you have 10 permanents in the yard and you know they can't mess with your graveyard, you don't have to keep milling. You just start targeting them, and pretty soon you can deck your opponent very quickly. To kill creatures, to stop the creature rush, we've got Terror Tide, which is an awesome 4 mana Wrath in this deck. Sunfall's great, but it's 5 mana. There is no real good 4 mana Wrath. We don't even have a 3 mana Wrath anymore with Path of Peril leaving. So Terror Tide's amazing. 4 mana, you often have 5, 6, 7 permanents in the yard, and it just kills everything. Harvester, same kind of thing. Just another 2 mana spot removal spell that we can discard. You know, a spot removal spell that puts a permanent in the yard and then can be reanimated with Squirming Emergence to wipe their board if they're a small creature deck. You could play Virtue of Persistence. The problem with Virtue is it doesn't go to your graveyard. I want to put a card in the graveyard and kill something. Cruelty is just an amazing card. Also just functions as reanimator spells 5 and 6. You can Thoughtseize them or whatever. You know, DT on Chapter 2, Demonic Tutor for something good. And then the top end package. I talked about Lumra. This is a new one we're trying, and it's been okay. It was what was it? It was a Vaultborn Tyrant at first, and then I was gonna try like a, I don't know, Bonnie Paul or something, but I'm trying Lumra and it's been good. It does mill you for 4, which is nice. The only drawback here is it pulls a lot of your permanents out of the graveyard because of course all the lands come out of your graveyard. So it makes Squirming Emergence a little bit worse. It makes Wail of the Forgotten sometimes not do all the things, but just getting all your land into play means you can just, again, hard cast this stuff, and that's just as good as ramping it or reanimating it, right? So 25 lands. Oh, and MTG just reminded me I need to turn off the intro music. Sorry, MTG, but thank you for the reminder there. And yeah, that's the deck. We've got 4 Fabled Passage, helping put stuff in the yard. Only 1 Restless Reef. You need a lot of untapped lands. You want to cast Squirming Emergence on turn 3 or 4 a lot of games. So you're trying to, yeah, keep as few tapped lands as possible. So we've got, you know, a couple Surveil. Actually, I cut a Surveil land. We used to have a couple. Do I even have one? I don't. Oh, I have 1 Mortuary, and that's it. I cut the other ones. We just didn't need them, and I wanted to get more basics in the deck with 4 Fabled Passage. So sideboard is some stuff for control, duress and negate, some other graveyard hate, and more importantly, who cares about graveyards? We're like the only graveyard deck I ever run into. We've got Tranquil Frillback to blow up enchantments. The enchantments are everywhere. The talents are everywhere in Standard. Innkeeper's Talent, Caretaker's Talent, you've got to be able to blow that stuff up. So we've got 3 Frillback for that stuff, a couple Malicious Eclipse for aggro, and Terror Tide as well. Jace, another card for the control matches. I don't need 3 of these. I should probably cut another one of these. Do I have 4? I do have 4 Terror Tide. I'm going to cut 1 Jace. I probably don't need 3. That's a bit much. I was just kind of testing it out. T-Rex again against control. Control, like hard blue-white control, is a tricky match, as well as super low to the ground aggro. So, you know, I could even see another Terror Tide in the main deck here, maybe. But I'm going to keep it like this for now. We're going to run it through a 5-match event on Arena 5. I don't know how many matches it is. 5 matches? If you win. Yeah, 5. It's always 5, right? Because 1 loss and you're out. So, 5-match set. We'll see how it goes. I will see you in round 1. Okay, that's it for the YouTube video. Sorry, MTG, I can't talk to you guys yet. Charlie, you're gonna hit up Deborah Ann Wall. I don't know who that is, but good luck. I don't think she's gonna do it. Okay, Scoop, what's up? And MTG, the series spotlight. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? It's what I said in Discord. It's better than literal nothing, which is what we had before. But it's not like it. Like, look at the first one. It's actually just a Star City Games at SCG Con. It's just in the SCG Con, they're having another kind of tournament inside another tournament, right? That's weird, but only 5 a year in the US is not very many, right? Or 6? Or 5? Is it 5 in the US, 2 in Europe, 1 in Japan, something like that? Like, we used to have GPs every month. Now it's like 5 a year. Kind of shitty, but am I complaining? No, it's better than 0, which is what it was before, so I don't want any of this crap. Mockingbird, that's kind of sweet, actually. But Portent of Calamity, yeah, I don't want any of that. So it's okay, but it's, you know, it's something, I guess. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go to those, but and they're gonna be themed or whatever. Like, I don't. It's more for cosplayers and casual stuff. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be competitive. It's just the 150K, the big main event, and then the rest of it's just gonna be casual stuff, I imagine. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The Magic Cons are very casual, so I don't know if this is gonna be more competitive than those. I don't know what's series spotlight. It doesn't sound competitive. I think they're spotlighting different themes, they said, right? Each one's going to have like a different theme, which has nothing to do with competitive Magic. So I think it's going to be primarily for casual players. Ooh, Alchemy. Never going to open those. Watch Alien Romulus. No, I heard it was really good, Torf. I talked to 2 people who said it was amazing. Yeah. 50K is better. It's a big prize pool. Yeah, that's true. And the promos, I don't know. Maybe they'll be good. Maybe they'll be worth something. But Celebrity Dungeon Master. Oh, okay. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, no. If she's a celebrity anything, which is what I assumed when you said somebody's specific name, it's somebody who is well known. Not by me, but I just assumed, yeah, nobody's ever gonna, like, you're not serious there, right? Yeah. That would be kind of funny. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder how that would go. That'd be weird, but 5 US. Yeah, so 5 a year, like, yeah, okay, I guess. I'm never gonna make it to one of those, so we'll see. Maybe you'll try it out. I don't know. You travel a lot to do those kind of things. Maybe you'll try it out and let us know how it is. But it seems mostly casual, and it's just the one main event. The main event is big. 50K is a lot. That's great. and they're offering. What did I read? They're giving like a display. What did it said? Something like if you win one of them, you get a case. So 6 boxes of play boosters of every single standard legal set for that's released the entire year. That's actually pretty good value. It's like a weird, I don't know. I saw it in the announcement there. Alchemy, yeah, exactly. I might as well just, get my stupid wild cards here. Oh, I've got other cards to do too. The first one's in Atlanta, yeah. You're doing Tampa and Washington. But that's something else. Those are Star City games. A content creator, yeah, but I can't. In Canada? What am I going to do for them in Canada? I would love to, but they're not. The only one I could probably work with is face-to-face. Because the problem, you can't just work in the States. You need a visa. So that requires them going through the whole process of hiring giving me a visa, justifying why they're bringing me in as opposed to hiring an American person to do it, right? That's what you always have to go through with hiring foreign workers. But yeah, right. 6 play booster, boxes. Yeah. Yeah, no, they announced the first one. I don't think they've announced all 5. Maybe they have. I'm not even sure, but yeah, that's pretty good. But that's for just 1 year, just for 2025, they said. So I guess each year it's going to be just for 1 year. You get all the if you win one of them, right? You have to win one of them or something. But anyway, it's good to see big standard tournaments, so that's good. That'll accelerate the metagame, and we'll get to see some new stuff, happen. That's great. I'm a big fan of that. But I would love to see them do a legacy one, that would be wild. These are both 750s, so I don't need to rotate them here. Okay, so let's go to the events here. Oh, I've got to move my camera. Get to do that. Also, I think this client is obnoxious. I think I have to shrink myself here because somebody mentioned they couldn't see the loyalty on Jace. I keep thinking, oh, everybody can see everything, but then when you play a Planeswalker, it's all the way off to the side, and people can't see it. Traditional standard event? Yeah, let's give this a shot. Okay. Maybe win some gems here. Thank you, Superman. Yep, cut the music. Yeah, I already cut the music. MTG popping in there reminded me. But thank you, appreciate it. Torf, thank you for the streak. And let me know how the Alien movie is. I heard it's very good. I heard the lead actress is really good. She nails it. And yeah, pretty good. Because some of the Alien movies are not great, right? I mean, there's been so many. It's just the Alien franchise never gonna die. But I thought some of them were pretty cool. I thought some of them were kind of meh. But this one's supposed to be really good. So hopefully you enjoy it. All right, here we go. We are going to be recording this for YouTube, so I won't be able to answer every single message right away. But if you're patient, I will get to it and try and go back and read all the messages before we start the next round. Or when I do have a second, I might glance and see something. But bear with me, chat. Let's get some play-in points. I want to get in qualify or try and at least have a free run at the next whatever it's called, qualifier play-in or something, whatever that is. Alien 2, ooh, I don't know. Alien 1's pretty great. Alien 2 is awesome. Alien 3 I wasn't a big fan of, but it was okay. Alien 4 is not amazing, yeah. Yeah, the 2 newest ones, Prometheus and Covenant, were not amazing. Buffalo, what's up? Not much, man. About to start an event, recording this for YouTube. Then we're going to get back to the ladder. I could even do a draft if people want to see Bloomborough, but I'm over it. Bloomborough did not really excite me, so I'm just not a big fan of the set. It's not anything to do with the animals and all the other cute nonsense that's going on. It's just the set is not a great draft set. Wouldn't do the next one. Would save them. Oh, Timeless? Yeah, never mind. Do they carry over? I guess they do carry over, right? Yagaduku, what's up? I'm not old, Yagaduku, by the way. I'm only 43. Old men are like 80. Playing points carry over? Nice. Okay, maybe I'll just bank them. Yeah, I'm not interested in Timeless. Crapshoot. Nobody really knows what's going on in that format. There's a lot of powerful stuff, but who knows? Yeah, the top 250 you have to play, yeah. Who gives it? I don't care about top 250. Never gonna go for that. Holy crap, 2 minutes to find a match here. What's going on? Oh, you thought it might be a bug. No, I think it's just the events. If it was ladder, it would be firing more quick, but 12 years older than you? Okay, there you go. Uh, Respect for elders usually entails not calling them old, but you know, every culture is different. Okay, let me start this YouTube vid. Welcome everybody. Here we are for round number 1, winning the die roll already, like a champ. Okay, I will keep this. We'll lead with the archaeologist here. So one of the things I often do is fetch on turn 1. I think I will do that. I can play the underground mortuary on turn 3. Because I don't have a good, like, I could Squirming Emergence, I guess. I don't know, it depends. Yeah, with, you know, we might, no. If I could Founding into Fairy, then we could do this. We could Squirming Emergence and Atraxa on turn 3, but I don't have the Fairy, so let's just go Archaeologist for now. Playing against Blue-White Control, alright. Nice. Pick up Squirming Emergence. Start getting to work. So I could Founding here. I'm gonna get the mortuary into play. Yeah. I'll ditch that. We'll do this. Now, I could go straight to Chapter 2 and mill, but since I have nothing in the yard I want to cast, I'm actually going to start on Chapter 1 and not do anything. Pass. Because you do this often with this deck. You will start on Chapter 1 and have nothing to cast sometimes, just because you need just one extra turn to set up the turn 3 Founding Flashback, you know, Squirming Emergence, or Flashback some other spell. Right now, we don't have anything to flashback, so I can chill. Oh, they get lost it immediately. Nice. Okay, that's actually good for us. Another permanent in the yard. So again, no point in casting Foundry here, but I will map up now that my opponent's given me a couple of maps here. Oh, that can definitely go in the yard. Oh, except it tapped my blue source. Okay, well, I wanted to play this and Founding, but now I can't. So be it. Get to punch for 2. And we've got some big things in the yard. Now, of course, Blue-White Control's a tricky matchup here. They're going to have a bunch of ways to stop what we're doing here, counter what we're doing, but... One more land, and I can Squirming Emergence pay for the No More Lies. So I'm gonna play this now. Pay for No More Lies. Yeah, so pass. Whenever you're like leave up 3 mana is basically pay for, like, cancel their No More Lies. Like they can't, they're not just gonna throw away a card for nothing, right? So now next turn, we're going on Chapter 1 again. So next turn I can mill myself and then play a land, hopefully. If I draw a land here, I can play, no. Okay. Let's mill ourselves one more time. Okay, so now we've got a Squirming Emergence in the yard. So the Squirming Emergence in the yard will be cast off the Founding next turn, so I don't have to use the ones in my hand. Now, if I Cruelty of Gix here, of course, they are going to counter it. Yeah, and then they get to, yeah, like 5 mana is a rough spot to play a spell into because they could have 3 steps ahead kicked and just get maximum value here. So I think I'm just going to pass. They're not going to let me Squirming Emergence back in Atraxa here. There's no way. I think I'm just going to Harvester this. Okay. Now I have 9, so I can put Portal into play. Portal's almost impossible for them to get off the battlefield. And then Portal just sits there pulling Atraxas that they can't counter into play. So putting a Portal, even though they have no creatures, is very good. Get Lost doesn't hit it. What else could they possibly have to hit a Portal? I don't even know. Anyway, we're going to go for this. I drew another land, but it's not coming in untapped. So this is going to get No More Lies, I assume. And they're going to counter it. I get to play a land and attack them, and then pass. Next turn we can go for Squirming with No More Lies, mana up. Not bad. Yeah, no, I know you're joking, Yagadugu. But, just, you know. To me, it's not a very witty joke. It's just, okay. It's also the same joke you make every day, so I had to say something eventually. They 3 steps, as expected. Get full value there, get to draw some cards. They need to find more hard counters, right? Ooh, the whale is very nice here. So let's attack them again. On-land permanent to its owner's hand. They're going to have to do something about this 2 damage at some point. They're at 9. I'm going to go for this again. See if I can put Portal into play. So they can't No More Lies this. It's got to be another 3 steps or something here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're leaving up No More Lies here. But again, just playing around No More Lies every turn means they're going to run out of hard counters at some point, right? So if I whale here, they're going to No More Lies, so let's just pass. Not going to let them have... they're not letting No More Lies be a relevant card in the game is huge. It's like I just took 2 cards out of their hand, or 1 card. 2 if they're really unlucky, but even double No More Lies, they might actually just shoot 2 more lies, No More Lies at me, but... Getting to the point where I can hardcast the Traxa here now, but obviously I'm going to get it countered if that happens. Let's go for a Whale of the Forgotten. Or should I just Squirm again? How many hard counters did you find? Every turn that they have to do this, they can't make a blocker to stop Fallaji Archaeologist, so they keep taking 2. Oh, what is this? Oh, Portal ETBs, and then I make them sack their guy? Why would they do that in response? That was strange. Okay, and again, if they have No More Lies, I'm not interested in whaling here. I don't know if they have an answer to Portal. Can they get this card off the battlefield? I don't think they can, right? I'm trying to think. Some blue-white control decks might play like a one of... there's like a 3-mana exile non-land permanent. Yeah, they have to Sunfall my 2-drop. Nice. And they're at 6. Portal's just going to start slamming Atraxas. These cannot be countered. Yeah, they know they're done. I think Portal just KOs them. They, you know, without March of Otherworldly Light anymore, those decks, Get Lost, Destroy Evil, like, I can't think of a single answer that they play to Portal, actually. It's kind of wild. One with the Multiverse they can easily answer with a Get Lost. But anyway, let's take out Harvester. We're going to take out our removal. The Terror Tides come out. Jace is obviously amazing. Duress, Negate is really good here, and T-Rex. So I can even switch up some of these large, you know, things. Like Portal's okay. Like obviously they can't answer it, but they're gonna exile my graveyard, right? That is gonna be the way they beat me here. So I think I'm gonna take out Portals. I'm gonna take out Cruelty of Gix. It's too slow. It's too clunky. And again, they're gonna be exiling graveyards. I want to just... Maybe I take out Lumra, actually, as well, for that reason. Yeah, let's just go T-Rex, Jaces. That'll be how we win. And then I could play Tidebinder here. Or I could play a one of... Yeah, just a random Portal just to try and... I don't know. I still don't think that's enough. They're going to attack my graveyard. So maybe Tranquil Frillback for, like, Rest in Peace could be good here. I'll cut 1 Bitter Triumph and play 2 Frillback. Ideally, I'm duressing or negating the Rest in Peace, but we shall see. I need to find one of those cards in my opening hand for that to work. So let's try it like this. We've got a much better top end to kill them with here. Tidebinder's tempting, but I think we'll be okay here. Let's try this. Yeah, Tidebinder... oh, from their deck? No, because it's not a... Oh, wait, it's a triggered ability, right? So, no, it would shut it down. Yeah. When it triggers on upkeep, they could flash in a Tidebinder. Now, they don't play Tidebinder in the main deck most times. The previous pre-rotation versions did of blue-white, but not anymore. They might side it in though. It's a consideration. Yeah, they could do it. I don't think they'll do it just for Portal, but that would be kind of crazy. But it does shut off my Atraxas. It shuts off a bunch of other stuff, so it does make sense to bring it in. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I don't love it. I don't know. I don't know who's favored in the late game. It's weird. Normally it would be Control, but let me see. I've got black. So let's just get another blue here, I guess. We'd get a green for the T-Rex, but that's a long way down the road still. I think I'm gonna get blue first. We've got negates and stuff like that. I've already got double black. Okay. Bitter Triumph that away, maybe. We'll see. They deduce. Yeah, it's nice. Even these decks don't play a ton of Rest in Pieces. They might have 2 in the sideboard, but these days there's just so few. I'm gonna get green now, I think. There are so few graveyard-based decks. It feels like it's a wasted sideboard slot. Like, I was playing Blue-White Control and I shaved down to 1 Rest in Peace because I was just never playing against anything that cared about the graveyard. Like, it just, some decks do, like, okay, they have an Aklazotz. Like, that doesn't, you don't bring in Rest in Peace for that. Or, the Blue-White Artifacts deck has some recursion with Fabrication Foundry, but is that worth bringing in a sideboard card that does nothing against the rest of their deck? Like, that's a big thing you're doing there. I don't think it's worth it, right? Could just play Dark Slick here. I'm just gonna do this. Well, making land drops is good, but Caretaker's Talent's gonna start drawing them a lot of cards. I kept a pretty slow hand here. I just wanted to make all my land drops against Control and get to the part where we get to start slamming things that are uncounterable. But okay, finally. That was a great 2-mana Archaeologist in game 1 just did like 12 damage to my opponent. It was crazy after the maps. Nice. They tied by this. That's fine with me, right? I don't need to rely on this. I can just hardcast my stuff soon. I have 7 mana, like, with the 2 lands in my hand. Okay. Wonder how many of these they bring in. For them to waste it on that is... They probably have another one if they did that, right? Or they're overvaluing maybe my ramp here. And I'm gonna block here because I want this to die. It's a permanent in my graveyard that makes this go up, and I'm still gonna Bitter Triumph this and one with the Multiverse probably. Not now, I don't want to play into their No More Lies, but like on my turn here, or maybe on their next combat or something. Let's pass. So yeah, we're gonna be Bitter Triumphing here, I think, on their turn. Okay. Wow, main phase. Okay, they just want to draw some cards. It's a lot of cards, yeah. It's pretty good. Jace should be very lethal if I can find one this game. So they have No More Lies up. Maybe they have Negate. Either way, I can't... T-Rex can't be countered here, so... Okay, my turn. Ooh, Frillback is nice. I think I should just slam T-Rex and crunch. Counter that. No? Let me slam you in the face. Can't get lost that thing, that's for sure. They're gonna have to spend their whole turn killing it this turn, whether it's a Sunfall or a Get Lost or whatever. And then I can maybe resolve Squirming Emergence, bring it back, or Frillback, blow up one of these things isn't bad. Okay. I've been on the receiving end of this T-Rex many times as blue-white. Does not feel good when a T-Rex is in play and you're just like, oh my god, how am I going to kill this? I've got to tap out on my turn. That is what they're going to have to do here. I don't know how many Sunfalls they left in the deck, but I'm assuming they left in 1 or 2 because I am playing some big boom booms here. Bouncing it and paying Ward 4? You got to be kidding me. Oh, that is terrible. Oh my god. 5 mana to put this hasty, uncounterable thing back in my hand? That can't be correct. I can't believe they didn't have another answer to this. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Ooh. So what I could do here is go... but they could No More Lies that. Yeah, never mind. I mean, I'm just slamming T-Rex, right? Taking a lot of damage here, but... I don't know. We'll see if this is good enough. I feel like they're gonna... They've drawn a bunch of cards. That's what they did last turn. They basically said, okay, I'm gonna take this damage again. And in exchange, I'm gonna, you know, find a Sunfall or something to kill this. I'm at 15. They can't kill me, even if they double activate 4. That's 10. Yeah, I don't think I'm dead on the backswing. It's close. Caretaker's Talent can just turn the corner very quickly and kill you. Just going to chapter 3 on both of those. They can do it this turn if they, you know, they have 8 mana here. But okay. Sunfall it is, I guess. It's got to be. No Sunfall. Okay. Get lost. Gotta be something. Wow, they just have bounce spells. It's crazy. Okay. So they have 3 cards. I'm gonna go Founding. I want to bait a counter here from them. See what they do. Okay. So they're gonna counter this. That's fine. Okay, so now I think I'm just gonna go Frillback. Eat one of those Caretaker's Talents. And pass. Okay, weird game. I'm at 1, or they're at 1, I'm at 12, and I have a blocker. They have 2 creature lands. They can't pump, because I'm thinking, like, if they pump that thing, swing with the team, like, activate a land, swing with the team, I block a 3/3, I take 6, 7, 8. I still don't think they can kill me here, can they? No. Because the lands won't get the buff. Yeah, we'll see. They know I have T-Rex coming down next turn. They have to, if they tap mana on their turn, they have to kill me. Otherwise, they have to leave up enough mana to deal with T-Rex on my turn, which is minimum 6 mana, right? Oh, 5 mana if they have another bounce spell, I guess, but this does not look like a great spot for them. I would have loved to gain 4 life off the Frillback, but when I cast Founding, it tapped my Yavimaya Coast. I let the auto-tapper tap there. That was dumb. When you're playing all these pain lands and stuff, and in a deck like this, where you don't really care about your life total in order to slam these huge things, you really can't let the auto-tapper do its thing, right? They're digging. Okay, that's a good sign for us. Wow. 3 steps ahead was in their hand, and they didn't pull the trigger on it last turn. They Tidebindered instead. Tidebinder doesn't stop this. It just shut off the first chapter. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, they can't target the T-Rex with anything, so I'm not sure how they're gonna... They're just gonna scoop, I think, here, right? Huh. T-Rex for the win? I do have to pay 2 life to cast it, remember? Yeah, got him. Blue-Eye Control goes down. T-Rex was a good addition to the sideboard. This was not an amazing matchup at first, but T-Rex just unkillable there. They had bounce spells. Yeah, no graveyard hate, so we got him. I will see you in the next round. Okay, that'll be for YouTube. Hey, Mojo, what's up? What is this? One life? What? What was the point of that bounce? Yeah, Domo, I don't know. I'm watching going, oh, that's their answer to this? Like, you know what happened? They sided out their sweepers. I don't know. Maybe they thought they were going to be just countering my reanimation and my deck was going to fold. I don't know, but... Falstaff, are you having a stroke? Are you okay, buddy? Your message is all gibberish? Are you butt dialing my chat right now? What's going on? And Mojo, what's new? How's the music gig going, man? I didn't hear how it went. You started doing it, and is it going well? What's going on? But we're gonna jump into another game here, so let me just get a sip of water first. Yeah, the Squirming deck is nice. Mojo, this is a sweet... I don't know if you're playing much Standard these days, but this is a very sweet Standard deck. Right now, not a lot of people are playing Graveyard Hate, and... Oh man, you can... Turn 3 Atraxa is like very, very doable. It's not even that rare to do. Turn 4 is consistent. Like you can do a 7-drop by turn 4, or at least a Lumra into Hardcast Portal on turn 5 or something. A lot in this deck. It's awesome. And the Jace backdoor just... Some decks, they gain a ton of life and they're like, ha, how are you going to... Or they're going to play Atraxa, I'm just going to Doomblade it and they're never going to be able to beat me or whatever. Even though you can have Portal to bring stuff back, but... Then you'll just go Jace, mill, Jace, mill, Jace, mill. Like you go, you know, Jace, -5, Squirming Emergence, Jace, -5. Founding, Chapter 3, Squirming Emergence, Jace, -5, you're dead. Like something like that. It's a very sweet deck. I'm enjoying playing it. All right, jumping into the next round here. Get the bets up. Will we win this match? I bet yes. 10k on yes. As long as people aren't playing Graveyard Hate in spades, then you're good. Like you're doing something very powerful on an axis that is hard to interact with, that is fast and pretty consistent. Like I think it's the most consistent of these, you know, weird combo decks that you'll see sometimes floating around. There's, you know, like Agatha, Soul Cauldron, Sleep Cursed Fairy, Infinite Mana, or, you know, some like there's a bunch. Breach is one of the better ones. Breach combo. Breach Reenact, but I think this is more consistent and resilient than that deck, but I could be wrong. You know, Okay, Scoop made a good point that the Breach deck can go infinite instant speed, which is pretty good, because you can... All you need is a window to just instantly win the game. This deck can't just instantly win the game, but it just... The things it plays generate so much value that it doesn't matter. Like, if you Atraxa on turn 3 and they kill your Atraxa, you don't care because you've drawn 6 cards and discarded 2 huge things to the yard, and you're just going to bring Atraxa back next turn, you know? It's like, it's crazy. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to round number 2. We are 1-0. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to keep this. It won't be a turn 3 Squirming, but it could be a turn 4? Yeah. Turn 4 Squirming into Atraxa or something. Let's get a black source here. I am in the dark right now, but double black is pretty important, not only for Terror Tide, but also for Cruelty of Gix. You don't have any double blue, and you definitely don't have... Green is your 3rd color. It is a blue-black deck, basically. Blue-black Reanimator. Let's go with this guy first. Blue-black Reanimator, and you're just splashing green for the actual reanimation spell. Okay, so we've got 4 permanents in the yard already. So if Picklock is kind to us on turn 3, we might have a turn 4 Atraxa, or one with the Multiverse, or something insane. Ooh, spicy. I like decks like this. Nice. Pillage. Very sweet tutor. Doing it early means they're probably looking for a land. Wow, is that a good pickup? So I get to punch for 1 here. Now I get to go Founding into Picklock. So now I get to not only mill with Picklock, but Founding's going to mill another 4 on my next turn. And a lot of lands in the yard. Jeez. If I hit a Lumra here, this is going to be insane. We're gonna mill 4, and then I'm like Squirming's at 7 here. I can get this turn 4 Atraxa. Like I said, it's like 65% of the time you can do a turn 4 giant thing. Even if they blow this up now, I can still do it, right? I just need to, well, I need to mill it. If I draw it, I can Bitter Triumph it, and then cast it on turn 5. Murder. Oh. Murder. Okay. We mill. There's Atraxa. Fascinating. Okay, words are escaping me. I'll get the white source, I guess. Let's jam Atraxa here. And just take a huge wad of cards. Yeah, all those. And you're never scared to overdraw here because, of course, I want to discard some of this stuff. Lumra and maybe Underground. Keep Jace? Yeah. Keep Jace. Again, Jace is very good also because we're at 16 cards in our library already. This guy's 1 card off of just drawing me 3 cards as soon as I play him. So, more murders. Yep, but again, the damage is done here, right? I will cast Squirming Emergence. Do I have anything even more spicy? Portal's pretty good. Why don't I slam a portal? Actually, no. Hold on. Let's slam Lumra, right? Put Lumra into play. So that's the same Squirming Emergence that brought back Atraxa, now being flashed back by the Founding. All my lands come into play. Sure, I'll keep that on top. Land. And now I have Bitter Triumph up. Let's pass. Now, so it doesn't matter that I pulled all these permanents out of my deck. Squirming still squirming for 7 here, but now I can just hard cast everything I draw. So this game is very over. Buying, yeah, okay. What do you like? You want to see my hand? Okay. Game 2. Murder's not gonna cut it there, I think. I'm playing as black-green. I think this is obviously somebody who's just, you know, playing their best cards in their collection, just trying to grind some events. So probably not, you know, tier 1 caliber deck. So again, I'm not sure. How do I sideboard? I don't think I need Jace. I bet you they're gonna be creature based, but I don't even know if that's true. Maybe they are a Reanimator deck and Tranquil Frillback's good. I really have no info here. I know they play a lot of murders. Green-black is not going to be a low-to-the-ground deck. I don't think Harvester is going to be great here. Why do I feel like I should try a Frillback or 2? Or maybe even another Terror Tide. Or Jace. I don't know. Grindy green-black deck. Jace could be good here. They're not playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Are they playing? They're playing more than 60 cards. Jesus. Okay, I'm just a couple Frillback. They're such a good Swiss Army knife. They you know, like one of those modes is going to be good, at least, I hope, right? Either exiling their graveyard or blowing up an enchantment artifact should be good. Murder, Torf, I know. Are you excited? Hero's Downfall is, I know. What, like, dude, and Hero's Downfall isn't even a rare anymore. You don't even have to use a rare wild card on it. I know, dude. Can you believe that? Still playing with Murder. I think that's a personal call out to you. This person is just, that was a message for you. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, this is still good. Remember, Bitter Triumph discards Atraxa. Picklock puts 4 in the yard. That's very quickly getting up to Squirmtown, USA. I hate milling a spell here because this is not a permanent. I don't want to put a non-permanent card in the yard like this. I should just keep this on top. That's stupid though. I need a land. I'm gonna mill it. Even though that's a bad mill. I want to mill a permanent here, not a spell. Because I have 2 big things in my hand, but I need targets to cast this. There we go. Crush him, yes. He slighted you. Now he deserves to die. Okay, well, obviously I have to kill this thing immediately. Pop you. We can ditch 1. We're going to bring back 1 with the Multiverse and hardcast the Atraxa out of our hand here. Mark my words. Philogy, not bad. Philogy's great here because not only does it mill and put a card in our hand, a non-permanent card in our hand, it also is a body to sacrifice. So if they have like Liliana, if I reanimate Atraxa, that's great, and they just go Liliana -2, I sack it. But with this guy in play, they can't really do that. Oh, I didn't hit. Okay. There's 3 more permanents in the yard, so we're at 4. This gets me probably to 7, and then we Squirming Emergence on turn 5, I guess. If I find a land I can double spell, that would be really nice, but I don't even really need to discard this. I want to get to 8 so I can just hardcast this. Yeah, land was a great draw there. Huntsman's Redemption. I only have 1 blue, so I can picklock, but I can't recast the picklock out of Adventures land here. Should I let them sack a creature to find another creature? Or should I just fizzle this? I'm gonna let them have it. I don't really give a shit. It's tempting for me to kill it, because with my 1/4 in play, they're very incentivized to sack it here. The 3/3 isn't even getting in. But I can just kill the thing they get, right? Like, what are they going to get here that's... Can I not kill this? Oh, okay, maybe... Yeah, no, it doesn't matter, right? Play your Rhino. I don't really want to discard Atraxa here, but maybe I should. Maybe I'll picklock first and see how many cards I put in the yard. Oh. Okay. That's a common from Wilds of Eldraine. Huh. Or whatever that set was called. Oh, they don't even play anything. Great. I do this. That's 7. I don't want to take the fairy out of the yard because I, well, I need 1 more permanent. Damn it. Probably don't need this, but... okay. Okay, so you know what I can do here? It's kind of silly, but I'm going to go land, Bitter Triumph, pay 3 life, kill my own guy. I'm not even going to attack here. I don't care. Now I'm at 8. Squirming Emergence. Put 1 with the Multiverse back into play. Traxa for 0. Okay. I just needed 1 more permanent in the yard, and hey, sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Just... kill your own guy. It's not a big deal. If it lets me do all this, then I think we're going to be okay. You've got Railway for 0, so they can make a giant dork. Okay, next guy is going to be very large. Picklock on top. I milled 1 basic. Murda! Different art on that one. Holy cow. Oh, Portal to Phyrexia? Play that for 0. Oh, Atraxa on top. You know what? I don't need another Atraxa. So I'm just going to Fable shuffle that away. Let's get the white source here. And Terratide on the top. Also don't need that. Why don't we just take a look at your hand and see what you're working with over there. Make sure you don't have anything too scary. Whoa, 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 whoa. Over there. Take a hike. I don't know. I don't know which one's scarier. Maybe this guy? They all died to Terratide, but... I think the game is over. I'm going to bring Atraxa back on my upkeep. No, I don't need that. I'll just do this. Okay. Thank you. All right, round 2 in the books. We continue to cruise with the Reanimator deck. We're doing big stuff. These decks are not like I need to play against a deck that's super focused, like Boros aggro, and they win the die roll and they go under us. That's one way we're gonna lose, or Bant Toxic or something, right? But once the game gets to the mid or late game, we go way over the top of all the other decks, right? So hopefully we keep doing it. I will see you in round 3. That is what's going on. We got him, Torf. We got him. It rotated. Yeah, no, Blackhaven. Don't mind Torf. He's very particular about what he likes. He recommends putting Hero's Downfall in every single deck. He's obviously kind of joking. It's like an inside joke. But his own personal tragic backstory is very closely tied to Hero's Downfall. Many don't know this. Torf was a leader of the people when he was young. He had so much potential. We all know how that ended. So, Hero's Downfall indeed. Just kidding. You're a fallen hero. There's light at the end of the tunnel, Torf. You can redeem yourself. You can be what you once were. You can. I don't know what kind of hero you were. That word gets thrown around a lot these days. Depends on what you consider a hero, I suppose. But anyway, let me get to the next round. Let's please keep it civil. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We're 2-0 in this event. Hey, thank you for the follow, Space Slug.
Welcome to the Squadron, Space Slug. You're a goddamn legend.
Thank you for the follow, dude. We win the die roll. I think I've won the die roll every match, so getting a little lucky here. I think this is a little too slow against your average deck. Like, if this is an aggro deck, we're in deep trouble. If it's a mid-range deck, we're still probably in trouble. If it's a control deck, it's probably fine, or a ramp deck. But that's 1/3 or quarter of, less than a quarter chance of what I don't know. I think I should mull this. We have more explosive hands, like this. So founding into Picklock is going to be insane here. I don't need to keep a track, so I can put it on the bottom, because between these two milling 8, I should be able to find another huge thing. And we have all our colors here, so if I do find the Squirming Emergence off of the Picklock, or mill it with this, because then I can cast it on Chapter 3, right? Then we're in good shape. I'm going to lead with Basic Island here. It's unfortunate that these are both pain lands if I am fighting against Mono Red or Gruul aggro or something. Another blue-white control deck? Wow. Okay, I guess. I've already beaten one of these decks today. I'll keep beating them if they want to keep showing up. It is one of our trickier matchups, though, so I've got to be a little bit careful. It depends on how they have their deck configured. It depends how good they are at playing control. A lot of those things factor into whether or not you are going to win the match. It's a very close match. Like, I don't feel favored in this match at all. Game 1, I think, is really good for us. Okay, there's a portal. I'm going to go for Squirming Emergence here, but I don't have anything to squirm back. I guess I squirm back the Founding, right? Okay, so let's just play this and pass. See if they're not going to No More Lies this, right? They need to leave up a counter next turn for when I go squirming here. Sadly, we milled a portal. The one thing, like, I'm 2 permanents short of killing the portal. That said, if they kill this Picklock Prankster, Founding will go to the graveyard with the Squirming Emergence on the stack, and this will go up to 8, but I can't target unless it's at 8 when I put it on the stack, right? Oh, Lockdown, sure. Okay. Not bad. I have a Cruelty of Gix in hand as well, so we get to Whale here. I guess I'll take this. Okay, and I'm going to play that on 1 and let it sit. Both of these are going to mill a bunch next turn. I could mill myself once, but I should mill them once as well here. Whale of the Forgotten also can be flashed back the turn after this, which is nice. So let's mill ourselves for 1 and mill them for 1 here. Now my graveyard is stacked. You don't need to keep milling yourself. Like Jace, if I draw Jace here, I'm going to mill them. Actually, I might mill myself just to draw 3 at this point, but sadly, coming in tapped, I can't slam the Gix here. So we're going to get to flashback 2 things next turn. I can flashback Whale and Squirming Emergence. They're going to have to counter the Squirming, and then Whale maybe does a thing. Like, I could bounce their temporary lockdown. That doesn't really do anything, though, right? Probably just bouncing a token here. Yep, they're doing the talent thing, of course. This is the new version of Blue-White, built around Caretaker's talent. So it's a very cool draw engine. I love this version of Blue-White. It's the version I'm also playing, but I don't... Oh, they're going to get lost one of them. Okay. So what am I going to flash back here? If I go for Squirming Emergence, they can No More Lies. I think I'm going to go Whale. Not only because they can't No More Lies it, but also because whatever I choose here gets exiled regardless of whether I cast it or not. As soon as this exiles it first, then it copies it, then I can cast the copy, right? So I want to leave that Squirming Emergence in there later for something else. So let's do all this. They discard a card. We get to dig a little bit here. Now they can sack this with Fountain Port, but then they're tapped out. Yeah, and then if I have another Squirming in my hand, they're in deep shit. Okay, I would like a land here, but I will take Squirming, I think. Milling another Squirming. And I passed the turn. The reason they didn't tap mana there to Fountain Port is because they have another counter. So I know they have No More Lies. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a hard counter as well, but... Okay, now I can play around No More Lies. So let's do this. We're going to go for the Portal, I think. Once Portal's on the battlefield, I don't think they can kill it. I'm going to find out. That's what killed the other blue-white player we beat in round 1. Like, putting a creature, they're going to have an easy answer. I would love to put an Atraxa or something. We don't have anything in the yard. So kind of bad mills here. We've gone through about... Well, we've gone through half of our deck already. And we still... we still can't, we haven't hit a giant thing, just one. Close. This is just gonna get No More Lies, right? It's awkward. Should I get the No More Lies out of their hand? Yeah, let's just do it. And then maybe I resolve this. If I find a Fabled Passage, I can go get a Plains, but they're probably going to have another hard counter. The idea here is just overload their counter magic. Our deck is all huge things and all ways to bring back huge things, right? Ooh, that's good. That means they might not have a No More Lies. They would have definitely used No More Lies there, I think, if they could. Okay, deal. No land. Okay, any white source. Don't need that. Okay, pass to them. Generating a bunch of mana now. Restless Reef is good. Not going to be able to really attack into open mana, though. They're going to get Lost My Reef, for sure. But... yeah, they start drawing cards. Very expensive way to draw, but they've got Demo Field as well to blow up my Reef. Okay, well, I'm going to sandbag a land here because I can discard it to Bitter Triumph. At this point, I can hardcast the Atraxa. I don't want to discard Atraxa, so let them do their thing. Still easily win this game with a Jace. There's the No More Lies gone. There's the white mana for Atraxa. Pass. One more mana, and I can play Atraxa through No More Lies, which means it's not going to be exiled. They'll have to send it to the graveyard, unless they double No More Lies it or something. Let's see. So I can hardcast everything in my deck now. So, again... oh, they're playing Jace. Sure. They get to draw some cards if they want. They only have 4 mana up here. Oh, they're going to try and deck me? Sure. Okay. I don't know if they're playing Jace as a win con. I haven't seen many decks playing that, but... most decks are killing you with Caretaker. Oh, pretty lucky. So they find 2 Jaces. I guess, wow, that's crazy, actually. I haven't seen any blue-white control lists playing even 1 Jace in the main, let alone 2. Alright, we're having a Jace off? Deal. My Jaces, I have 4, 5, 6... I have 6 Jaces. That's definitely going to be more than you. So I think we're going to be okay here. Lumra. I don't think I need Lumra. Portal doesn't do enough here. It does bring back all my stuff, but they're going to be attacking my graveyard. I'm going to bring in Frillback. I think Frillback's really good here. And T-Rex, right? So, Cruelty of Gix, I'm going to ditch. It's a little too clunky. I could ditch Archaeologist as well. Let's try this. Tidebinder also good here, but... oh yeah, they play a bunch of Jaces. This is even better than it normally is. I'll cut 1 Bitter Triumph. Okay, try it like that. Nice. This feels much better. I don't know how many sideboard cards they have, but we're moving away from the graveyard. I don't even really need the graveyard to win here now. Let's see if we can get him. I'm gonna start with a Fabled Passage. I'll go get a black mana here. And then I could Founding here, but ooh, Duress is interesting. Maybe Founding into Duress? Yeah, I like that. Because then Founding on Chapter 3 casts Duress again, right? Bunch of slow stuff, huh? So their double blue cards can't be cast currently. I mill 4. Double whale. Okay. Cracking this now just in case they have a Shana's Tidebinder here. Okay. Sure. So I have Negate up here. Bitter Triumph. Ooh, T-Rex. I think I'm going to Duress them again, right? They found their second blue source. Yeah, that is nice. Founding double Duress you. Another Spellgyre. Spellgyre is just too expensive here to really matter. Let's do this. Like, I can just negate it very easily, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, not bad. Okay, I think I'm going to get another green source here. I want to hardcast this T-Rex at some point. Okay, passing. Mm-hmm. Gonna take the 1 damage from the fish. I'm gonna go to chapter 2 here, I think, and mill myself. Yeah. And then I can whale. Okay. Tidebinder gone. Mega fish. Sure. So I can cast this whale now and do all the things, which is pretty nice. They might fight over that. Rip. No? They have to Spellgyre here? Okay. Any green source and I can slam this T-Rex. So they're going to tap out here to counter this. They probably want to make sure this resolves. Right? They have to tap out, it looks like. Yep. Okay. So Rip comes down, sure. Still have all our Jaces and T-Rex, like I said. This is going to kill them very, very quickly here. Soul Partition, if that's their only way to answer it, it's probably not going to be good enough. Well, that was a shitty draw. Okay. Oh, man. So getting a little unlucky here with maybe our draws. I didn't find a Squirming Emergence sooner. And now, there we go. Okay. Partish? Maybe. Maybe we get this down next turn, we'll see. So they can partition this. They have to spend their entire turn doing it, but I presume they will. Alright. See if that... Oh, they're just gonna get lost. Okay, so they spend their turn doing that. So be it. Okay. Man, they got pretty lucky off the top here. They had 1 deduce and that's it. They haven't drawn any other cards. That was a lucky draw. I'll take it. It's gonna be a partish, I guess. Yeah. They don't have another answer? Okay. So then I can't play it. I need to play 9 now to cast it. Okay. 8 mana for the one with the multiverse. Maybe I find another... if I find any land and I can resolve this... I guess they're going to spell gyre that, though, right? Oh my god. Rough draws here. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay alive long enough to one with the multiverse anything here. So I'm going to discard a card. Discard the 1. Man, that's unfortunate. We even had a counterspell for their negate. They just have to have exactly the right counters, and they had it all. They had the Get Lost for this and the Soul Partition. The Soul Partition would have been good by itself, I think, but... Real back? Sure. Better late than never, I suppose. They have to hard counter this, right? Pretty sure? Oh, and they found another. The spell gyre is what I'm expecting them to spend, but they found another counter off the top. That one draws them cards. Okay, so they finally get to draw some cards here. Now that I'm probably not going to get back into this game. That's too bad. Maybe? I don't think so, though. I needed to either continue to draw lands here or draw something else, like Squirming Merchants earlier in the game before they had the Rip. The Rip doesn't matter anymore. We can just pull Jaces off the top and try and deck them, but it's that kind of stuff. I need, like, you know, some either proactive threat or an earlier way to put a threat into play. But we went through the top half of our deck, 30 cards, and we didn't see a single big thing except, what was it? Was it Portal? Or no, that was game 1. Never mind, that was in game 1. Yeah, we did mill a bunch, but we didn't mill anything huge and no Squirming Emergences. Unlucky, I guess, but yeah, that's not going to do it. I don't have a creature land or anything, so I can't even use these maps. Do not think I'm going to survive. Bitter Triumph, I have nothing to discard, and paying 3 life doesn't really make sense. Darn. Beaten down by the fish. Man, that is ugly. Super ugly draws. Oh well. That's how it goes. You're bound to lose one like that, I suppose. I will see you in the next round. Darn. Yeah, that's how you lose. They had great draws that game. We had really bad draws, and that's it. That's the game. Unfortunate. I think round 1 we could have done a little bit better to kill them, but we milled the first half of our deck and didn't see a single creature, so... Some bad variance there, but not the end of the world. Blue-white did its thing, does what it's supposed to do, and it ends up winning the game in the late game, but I feel like our deck, it's very close. It's like 50-50, that matchup. It just depends who draws better, so... Some games, matches go like that, where both games we draw poorly, they draw well, and that's it. Good morning, Colin. How you doing? Slapped by the fish. Yep. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round. We're 2-1 in this event. This is okay. Like, I can get Fabled Passage gets black. I Wail of the Forgotten, mill 3, find a land. Play my 3rd land. Bitter Triumph away Atraxa. I still need one more mill card to make Squirming get Atraxa back on turn 4, but... Yeah, I've got a lot of mill cards in my deck, so... I think I'm going to keep this and try and do some work here. Opponent mulliganing. Keeping 6. Don't care about fetching on their end step. Time. Time efficiency is key. Alright. We're not playing the Pro Tour. Don't need to worry about the info. Ooh, Domain. Should be a very good matchup for us, and that was an insane draw. Now I just need to find a green source off of this whale, and I should be in good shape here. So always looking at the top 3. No mana. That is bad. That is something I need to draw a land here. I need to specifically draw a green land. We just went through the top 3 and got them off the top of our deck at least, but... Yeah, there... Oh my god. There's a green land, and a... Okay. Right. Okay. I'll pass to them. I'm gonna mill. That'll get the whale up to 8, and then I'll cast whale off the founding. That will get us a green land. Okay. And we should be fine. There's Squirming in my hand. Okay. So I have a Portal and 2 Atraxas in the yard. Portal they can deal with a Leyline Binding, unlike the, you know, the blue-white control deck or something. So I'm not really sure. Man. Okay, do all the things. I'll bounce up the Beanstalk, I guess. Okay, let's find a green land, please. Right. I guess I'll take a Founding. I haven't drawn a single land all game. That is really shitty. I guess I'll ditch Lumra here. Can I draw a green land off the top? I put 2 in the yard. There's a Fabled Passage, but still lots of green sources in our deck. They replay up the Beanstalk. I don't really care. Boy, I think we would have killed them already if I had drawn a land. We would have been able to squirm back either a Portal or an Atraxa or something. But, okay, that's better. So what do I bring back here? I could just slam Lumra. They're going to Atraxa next turn, so I could bring back Cruelty. Look at their hand. Ugh. I need to bring back Lumra here, right? Portal also good, but again, I feel like they are going to easily deal with my Portal. This puts all of our lands into play. So now I have 10 mana. Squirming Emergence still X is 9 here. I can bring back Portal or Atraxa. Jace is actually the way I should just kill them. They're at 45 cards. So that's, you know, Jace 15. This flashes back Squirming. Jace 15. I just need to find one more way to bring back a Jace, and I think I win. They play Jace, apparently. Want to draw some cards? Oh, I don't even have enough cards in my yard to draw cards. Nice. I pulled all the lands out. Nice. Oh, I don't think I have any more basics in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, I have 1. I have 1 more island, right? Yeah. They don't know what to do. You want to try and mill me? Go for it. Mill me. They played Jace before they knew what to do with it. Okay. Yikes. You're not gonna like how that ends. Let me see here. I don't think I need another Prankster here, and I can hard cast the Atraxa. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's crack a fetch first. Let's get this last island out of my deck. Let's go Bitter Triumph, toss Prankster. Kill Jace. And then I think I'm gonna Cruelty of Gix here. It means I can't Squirming Emergence. But I don't really care. I think I'd rather Cruelty here. Look at their hand, take their Atraxa. Or whatever. Double Herd Migration, Urgent Necropsy. Okay. Well, in that case... I think I'm just gonna Founding Mill them for 4. Leyline and attempt lockdown. Okay, so they're probably gonna Urgent Necropsy one of these enchantments, probably the Cruelty of Gix, right? And then Founding next turn, cast Squirming Emergence out of my yard. Squirming Emergence gets... Is it just Jace? Should I just Jace mill them? I think I can just deck them here with Jace, right? That's what I should do. Voltron, what's up? Good evening. Jub, how you doing? Jub, have you been seeing the news around Black Myth Wukong? Is crazy. Crazy. Oh, that sucks. I don't have a... I could just put a Portal into play. Should I put Cruelty back into play? No, they don't have anything, right? Is it just Jace? Let's just go Jace. So I heard you like Jacing. Let me show you how to Jace.
Watch this.
Actually, they don't even have a way to get this off the battlefield, do they? Ah, who cares? Okay. Yeah, that squirming will do it. Crack a map. Got him. So that's a Jace, and that's 30 more cards. And they lose. They cast their Herd Migration. Resume. They are dead to Jace, and they know it. Herd Migration can't even race an Atraxa here. Ah. Okay. They need, like, another Jace is the only way they win this game, right? Jace. And like I said before, against domain decks, during the deck tech at the beginning of the video, I was talking about how you beat these late game decks, and this is usually how you do it, right? You just deck them. They even have a Jace for exactly that reason, to you know, beat the other top-end decks like this. Tranquil Frillback should be very good here. Negate Duress. Jace is very good. Tishana's Tidebinder is very good. I used to have an Elesh Norn in the sideboard for this matchup, but I don't think I even need it. Harvester of Misery comes out. Terror Tide's not bad. I mean, you need a way to clean up a Herd Migration sometimes, but Archaeologist can come out. Whale is not amazing. So many of their things have ETBs. I don't love bouncing anything they have, but it's still just I need this to loot, to mill, right? I'll cut one portal. Let's try that. Borderlands 4 got announced today. Oh damn, I didn't see that. Smoltron, what's up? It's not Thursday. No, not gambling yet. I know, you've been, yeah, you're back on that night schedule, right? And House of the Dragon? What are you thinking? You were watching House of the Dragon? Isn't it so good? I mean, every fantasy nerd loves that show right now just for they did the dragons so well. The dragons look so good. I mean, they better, right? For a show like that with a big budget. The acting's great, the writing's great. I love the visual effects are fantastic. I love Vagar, the giant, the huge dragon, the biggest dragon of them all, the one that's the most ancient. Because, you know, the dragons just eat and eat and eat and grow bigger and bigger. And he's got, like, gaping holes in his wings. Like, he looks like almost like an undead zombie dragon or something. Oh, looks so awesome. Oh, okay. So you're still, okay. I mean, episode 5, yeah. So you've seen a bunch of them, but... yeah, okay, I'm not spoiling anything here. You've seen all the dragons and stuff, but very sweet. Anyway, it gets better. Like, the end of the season is great, too. Yeah, remember I've said hello? No, you did say hello, Prington. Thank you, buddy. How's the work going so far? Yeah, games are going well. Yeah, we're doing an event here, so... I guess I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. It's not amazing, but... I'm going to get a green source right off the bat with this. It's so weird playing with Fabled Passage in this deck. You never want to save it till turn 4 to play it untapped. You just want to, turn 1, just get a permanent in the graveyard. We'll see. Season 2. Yeah, Season 2, I mean. Yeah. That's the Season 2 is where you're seeing all the drag, like a lot more of the dragons. It's awesome. But what's kind of wild is Balerion the Black Dread would make Valgar? Yeah, right, Balerion, yeah. But they haven't gone back that far, right? That was way before. Because right now they're like, what, about 150 years behind, or like back in time from when Game of Thrones happens, right? And Balerion's even older than that, right? Isn't Balerion already dead, like, by the time this show happens? Yeah, that it was like the previous, Aegon, the good Aegon, yeah. Well, there's a green source. That gives me double black. I have double blue. I think I'm still fetching here. I just don't know what I'm going to get. I guess I'll get another black? I took out a cruelty. I don't know. Wukong looks amazing, yeah. Yeah, but it's a bummer. There's... yeah, why is it a bummer, though? Because there's just too many good games, you're saying, right? Oh, the pick lock was a great pickup there. Now I get to pick lock. I wasn't even sure if I was going to play this on turn 2. But I definitely am now. Picking up a Bitter Triumph. Milling 3. So we have 4 permanents in the yard. This is going to put another 4. If I mill a Squirming Emergence and a big threat, or I just draw a Squirming Emergence, we could have an easy turn 3 Atraxa here. Ugh. Well, I have to Bitter Triumph that away, I guess. Portal and Squirming and Atraxa. So that's a turn 3 Atraxa right there. Or sorry, turn 4 Atraxa when this thing flashes back. I have no target for Bitter Triumph. I want to Bitter Triumph this Atraxa to the yard, but I can't. So let's just play this and pass. We have nothing else to do here. Next turn, we're going to squirm back an Atraxa. I could even stop on my upkeep. No, what am I saying? No, I don't have the mana. Yeah, never mind. I need all 3 mana to squirming here. So they need some kind of graveyard removal right now, or they need a counter spell, I guess, but they're not playing blue. I'm assuming we're going to see a Tranquil Frill back here. Oh, they get an island. Oh, they're going to bind my enchantment there. Oh. Okay, all they're doing with this is delaying the inevitable here, unfortunately. But that's okay with me. Another Bitter Triumph? That's a little unlucky. Let's play another one of these. Negate? Maybe. Ooh, look at that. Go. Okay, I think that's still fine. Any squirming off the top, we'll be in great shape. Could draw another Founding. Plus a bunch of other hits. I feel like it's still very much in our control here. They're drawing some cards with Beanstalk. They got a couple cards off it already. Not bad, but yep. 8 permanents in the yard, huh? Sadly, not much going on over here. Pass to them. 400 years. Yeah, it's about 200. Yeah. How's the Dragon Notes if we see? Oh, 4 seasons. Yeah, I hope it's good. I didn't hear that. I didn't know it was going to be 4 seasons. Yeah. But talking about the news surrounding people streaming it. Oh, no, I don't know what's going on with that. I know it's a bummer if you have an AMD video card. If you're running an AMD video card, it's absolutely atrocious and unplayable, basically. But NVIDIA, if you have a 40 series card, you can hit 60 FPS with ray tracing on, apparently, which is already sadly an accomplishment for this day and age for a new game just coming out, like that style of game. Very high fidelity and really very detailed visuals and everything. You know, go look at the link. I don't know if you use Discord. On my Discord, I posted the link to the Digital Foundry tech review for the game, and it's very interesting. It's really cool what they do, and how Digital Foundry breaks it down and says, look, they're using this technique for the shading, and that allows them to do these kinds of shadows, which actually like all work together better so that you're not like, it's not creating a ton of work for your video card to do kind of thing, right? Really interesting anyway. I think it's super, super interesting stuff. Okay, so I can bounce some stuff. I'm gonna bounce the Leyline Binding. And they basically, yeah, like this is gonna come in and I can immediately flash back the Squirming Emergence here, right? So they have to counter this whale. There will be no moment that they can Leyline my Founding. I'm gonna have it come in on chapter 3 here. Okay. They discard a card. Cruelty's pretty nice. I think I will keep that Cruelty here. Mill 2 lands. Chapter 3. Let's Squirming Emerge. And I'm going to drop Atraxa. Let's see if this resolves. Portal's nice, but I want to draw some cards and maybe put some stuff in the yard as well. Oh yeah, that happens. Nice. Oh, Whale of the Forgotten being insane. Oof, that's another nice one. I have basics still. Okay, take all that. We've made our land drop already? Oh. Okay. Well, we're going to discard one with the Multiverse and Atraxa here. Even though Atraxa is getting to the point where I can cast it, I might actually toss a Bitter Triumph and a 1 with the Multiverse or something. Just keep this Atraxa. I can slam it next turn if I want, right? They gain some life. They better have a sweeper here. Okay. And they're going to be probably casting their own Atraxa here. So Bitter Triumph kills their Atraxa. But this is looking insane already. I don't even have to Squirming back any permanents here. I could just do Jace to the face and end them with that. Okay. I will discard Atraxa then, fine. Yeah, we might just win with Jace. It's easier. Faster. They have 40 cards. They're gaining a bunch of life. These guys are probably going to die. I'm not going to kill them with damage. It's probably just easier to deck them, right? They have to slam something huge here to compete with this. They either have to sweep or have an Atraxa. It's got to be Atraxa, right? What is your deck doing over there? Nissa? Something? Anything? Something huge. Maybe not. Just played 6 hours of Wukong and it's fine? Oh, nice. Yeah. No ray tracing. That's what I said. Yeah. If you want ray tracing, you need a 40 series card to run it at 60 FPS. Deadly cover-up. Apparently that's, Are they going to take Jace here? They probably have to, right? Oh, it has to be a card from my graveyard? Oh, never mind. So they can't take Jace. So we'll just Jace kill them then. Maybe I'll Cruelty first, just see what's going on over there. And then the second chapter of Cruelty, I can find my next Jace. Yep, no more Atraxas for me. Darn. Good thing I already drew a bunch of cards. Hope you drew more sideboard cards. Negates, in particular, they're going to need some way to stop Jason Squirming Emergence here. If they can't do that, then I think I'm still fine. Stonebrain, not the best against us. But yeah, Daza, I've heard it's amazing. It looks beautiful. I was watching, I posted the Digital Foundry review of it. It was really cool to see. They're using all the new Unreal 5 engine modules, like the Lumens mod for the lighting and the, I can't remember the names. There's a bunch of names of these different like things in Unreal that you can use, tools that you can use to build your game, I guess, right? I'm not a game designer, but super cool to read about, even as somebody, a lay person who's not, you know, I'm not a game developer myself, but I read about the tools they use and it sounds so cool. I love the way, yeah, Digital Foundry breaks it all down, but Nanite's the one they're using, yeah, for the, like, for the edges. So you'll never see like geometric edges on anything. Like every object looks so real because the edges aren't like pixelated line, like a line. You can't see any lines on anything, like hard lines. Everything looks smooth and rounded. It looks so good. I advise anybody out there who's curious, just check it out. But that said, I've heard that, you know, people can get 50 to 60 FPS on high settings with no ray tracing on with a 3080. That's what I was reading earlier today. So if you have ray tracing on, or you want to go to ultra settings or anything, and if you have an AMD card, you're just screwed, apparently. So I'm going to try Jace here. We'll see what happens. Jace into Squirming. Let's just see how this goes. Have the white, please. I don't know if my opponent just disconnected or what. They timed out on their turn. Yeah, I think they just said enough is enough and they took off. They looked through my deck and they realized, oh, I have more than one win condition. So yeah, like I've had people double Stonebrain me with this deck and still lose the game because they took things that you know were good against them, but that's not the only things I have in my deck that are good against them. Something else that was good against them killed them. Like, you know, the Lumra, or, I don't know, Cruelty of Gix reanimating your Atraxa is good enough, or just beat you down with a Restless Reef deck you, or Jace, or, you know, there's a bunch of ways to do it, right? Portal to New Phyrexia brings back a bunch of creatures. Pretty sure my opponent is checked out. I could do this for 4, but yeah, I think my opponent's just checked out here. So. Just end this. Okay. So, yeah, UE5's cool, but a lot of devs, you know, like it takes a lot of work to get used to using it. My brother makes video games and he says it's crazy, the struggle. He said animators like him who have been doing it over 20 years in the industry are now at the director level and they don't need to know all the new tools that are coming out constantly. But he's like, back when I was like in the trenches, like, you know, actually making games for EA and Microsoft, and he worked for lots of different companies, And he's like, yeah, it was, you had to learn new stuff all the time. It never ends. There's always new programs and tools and ways to use things. And so you're constantly having to keep up with what's coming out and train yourself to use it. And you'll work on a huge project, and then the dev will say, oh, you know what? We're going to switch from voxel to the Unity engine. So throw all that shit out that you've just spent 2 years making. And everybody's like, what? Like, stuff like that can happen. It's frustrating. It's a hard industry to work in because it's changing so much. But yeah, like UE5 is another, like, okay, like, should we be using that? Should we, like, do you know how to, like, who do we have people in our company who know how to use this program? But when it's done well, oh, there's a couple of games that have used UE5 and they weren't that impressive. Like, they looked good, but like, what was was it not Returnal? What was that game that came out recently? You were like the female protagonist. She was like a magic user, and I just remember the game. They were, was it Unreal 5 they used? I think it was that game. And they said the whole game, or Lost Ark, the Lost Ark, you know, MMORPG or whatever, when that came out, I think that was in Unreal 5, but it's an isometric top-down game. That doesn't let you really see, you know, what's going on there and what's good and everything else. I guess I could, oh, I can't cruelty for anything here. Let's just go get another Jason, kill them. It doesn't matter, my opponent's apparently forgotten how to concede. They are gonna time out here. Are they still here? No, it would have just lost on their turn if they were still here, right? I think they're still here. They're just salty roping me. I think that's what... Forspoken, that's the one. Oh, Immortals of Avium. That was the other one I was thinking of. Immortals of Avium. Yeah, that one was all UE5. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, that's like... It looks good, but it doesn't look that much better than games already using the UE4 engine and stuff, right? Wolf, what's up? So I don't know. I was kind of like waiting for somebody to come out and really wow everybody. And this Chinese dev killed it. I mean, the Wukong looks amazing. It looks really, really good. Obviously, you have to have a super high-end PC to make it run at optimal, you know, ultra settings. But even on lower-end PCs, even running it at high visual settings is probably very good. So yeah, it looks sweet. Cool, great, progress. I don't know. Games are weird. Gaming is a weird industry. We've had huge jumps. When I was young, when, you know, I've been around since video games were created, just before I was born, I guess, in the 70s, but I jumped on, you know, before the first consoles. I guess Atari was kind of already, I had friends who had Atari. Atari had been out for a while. We had a Commodore 64, but I remember when NES dropped. That was huge. And then SNES, and then PC gaming. Like, I remember the jump from like Voodoo video cards where to like 3DFX video cards where they could do actual 3D, you know, modeling, and water was transparent. Like, what was it, Quake 1 or Quake 2? One of those Quake games was the first game ever made. Yeah, they're just salt roping me. Jesus Christ. I don't know, maybe they disconnected and now they're back. I have no idea, but I'm gonna tutor for Jace. Should have done that before the triggered, bud. Maybe they disconnected. I don't know. They also only have 3 cards in the yard, so they're literally just salt roping me. They know they can't win the game. They're just doing this to waste time. I don't know why they just don't scoop. Weird. People are emotional creatures. But yeah, the like Quake 2, I remember the jump when water was see-through. I remember like there were big advances in gaming back in those days, but now everything, like sports games, all look the same. I don't know. Everything kind of looks so similar that I don't see big leaps and jumps. I remember when VR first came out and it was like, ooh, VR. And then very quickly it's like, VR no good. VR is dated now. Like, no devs want to work on VR because the market's too small. And so the games all look like, we haven't seen any advance, but they still haven't figured out how to make people not feel sick when they play a really detailed, very like involved, like actual VR game, not something really basic like Beat Saber or whatever. People get motion sickness still. Like that industry hasn't changed in like over 10 years, 12 years. It's really sad, but good game. Okay, dear God. Thanks for not conceding. Appreciate that. All right, we are 3-1. I will see you in the last round. Yeah, we're not going to get the 5-0, sadly, but we'll see if we can get the 4-1. Okay, that'll be for the video. Oh, let me catch up with you guys. Hellblade 2. Oh, really? Yeah, Hellblade 2 I heard looked really good. I just heard it's not a great game. Like the story and everything else was kind of nah. But I guess it's an okay story. I don't know. It depends what you're into, but a lot of people said the writing was kind of whatever, and it's not a very exciting game. It's a short game. I heard a lot of other things about that game, but visually, I did hear it was very good. Yeah. It does seem very pretty, yeah. He patted it? Oh, wow. That is cool, Dr. Burrington. Yeah, I love the little details. Games with packed full of tons of little details are some of my favorites, right? I wish that Cyberpunk was a little bit more like that, but Cyberpunk now is at that level. Or like Red Dead Redemption was another great game. Just so many little things. They like the little animations, and yeah, the way he smokes or he pats his horse, and it just makes you immersed, right? That's what immerses you in the game. Oh, is Untapped? It should be working. Ugh. Yesterday there was an update. No, should be working. I'll double check the overlay. Or the extension, I mean. Yeah, it's on. Try refreshing the stream. It's not going to show right now, but it'll show when I'm in game here. PS2 is the new shit. Oh yeah, PS2 is amazing. Kazowski, how you doing, by the way? Sakuda, try refreshing. Try it again. It should be working. Yeah. VR, yeah, VR just hasn't gone anywhere. It's been so long. We've been talking about it since the 90s. When I was a kid, it was like that was the new hotness. In 10 years, we're all gonna be Ready Player One shit, and it's like, no. Lawnmower Man came out, and like Keanu Reeves was in like, you know, I don't even, A Scanner Darkly, and like the 90s were all about this dark futuristic world where, yeah, like dystopian, I don't know, we're all connected, and like the Matrix was coming out then, and you know, all this kind of stuff. This virtual world that looks and feels so real. You know, people were obsessed with this, and then here we are 25 years later, and it still looks the same to me. It doesn't, like Half-Life Alyx looked pretty great. That was kind of a jump up, but that was years and years ago now. Like but that's the reality is not a lot of devs want to make games for VR. The market's too small. Like, why would I make a game for, like, when you're choosing which platforms to produce for, you've got to look at what is going to sell the most. Like, are we going to sell, we're making a sports game. Should we put it out on Xbox or PlayStation or both? We shouldn't put it on Switch, right? Or, like, you know, you've got to figure all that out. Are we going to release on PC? And then VR, like, are you kidding? Like, nobody's interested in making, like, companies have to pay companies to make, devs to make games for VR, right? Nobody's going to do it willingly. Okay, I've got a oh, let's do the YouTube. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the last round. Ugh, can't keep this one. We mull. Also rough. Do I have to go to 5? I think I do. I can keep this. I'm gonna get a black source with this. Maybe I'd put whale on the bottom. Balaji. Oh man, that's so rough. I'm gonna put a forest on the bottom too. And then we're gonna turn one Fabled, get Swamp. Hedge Maze, nice, that's a great sign. If they're playing a Surveil land, it means they're either Domain or some other slow deck. Any slow deck we are very, very favored against. It's only the low to the ground aggro decks or the really controlling blue-white control deck, like the all-in blue-white control deck. Not the mid-rangey versions with Beza and stuff, those we don't usually have trouble with, but the really slow, like, no win condition control that's trying to just beat you up with the fish tokens and stuff, that's a tough one. Okay. 2 permanents in the yard, not the worst, but at least Whale gets us a land here, hopefully. Yeah, it's some version of Domain. Gonna Whale over Prankster because I want to make my land drops here. Could be Bant. I have no idea. This is usually a Domain start, but okay. So I think I'm gonna go Llanowar Wastes here. 2 more permanents in the yard, squirming up to 4. So Prankster should get us enough mana to reanimate Atraxa. We've got Bitter Triumph to put Atraxa in the yard. I can always Bitter Triumph my own Archaeologist to make that happen. I really want to find a 4th land here. Yeah, Angel means it's domain. Oh, what a beautiful draw. Not only a land, but a land that goes to the graveyard is perfect. I guess I'll get another blue source here for now. Okay, so I've got Bitter Triumph and Picklock Prankster. Let's just pass to them. I'm going to untap into Atraxa here on turn 5. Who needs to ramp when you can just cheat it into play? Okay, they still haven't done a single thing. They are usually ramping in this deck, but I haven't seen any ramp so far. Okay. Depending on what I mill, I don't even need to... Oh. Yeah, see, I don't even need to do this. I can just Squirming back the one with the Multiverse and cast Atraxa now. Ooh, so many Squirmings. Okay. Oh my god. 1? Atraxa? Gonna be tough to beat. Okay. Yeah. Eat the Atraxa? Better hope I don't have to wait a way to bounce that. Ooh, I'm gonna take Cruelty here, actually. Triumph. Land. Jace Squirming. This way I can ditch Portal. I don't need that Harvester of Misery. To get the white mana here. It means I can't Bitter Triumph, I know, but ooh, I can cast that though. I don't need to mill myself anymore. Maybe I'll just play one of these and pass. No attacks. Okay. I could have not played something there in order to discard Portal, but I can just play Portal for free off one with the Multiverse, so it doesn't really matter. Hope you have something good. They're reading one with the Multiverse. Yeah. It's a good one. Gotta bind that. Yep. That should be fine. I might Cruelty of Gix here. I think I like that. Let's start with the Cruelty. I just want to make sure they don't have an Atraxa here. What do they have? Nothing. Okay. So I might... I could just Jace deck them here. This is 45 cards, so maybe that's the play now. If they're going to Herd Migrate, I probably should do this. Do this Jace thing. Oh, Terror type. Whale? I want my one with the Multiverse back. You rascal! Discard a card. Now I can go... I'll get Whale, actually. Now I can go land off the top. Sure. Jace... Oh, I can't do it? Oh, I can't Squirming here. Oh, whoops. I'm an idiot. Sorry, thought I could Squirming there for some reason. I can discard? No, I can just cast this next turn, right? I'll discard this guy. I don't need him. Okay. More dorks, I presume? Armored Armadillo. Are you kidding me? What? What is this? Some mismatched Leyline Bindings. Block everything. I have Terror Tide to wipe here. I could take an Angel. I'll just take Lumra. Lumra mills me for 4. How many cards? 30 cards? Let's just kill them, right? Jace. Yeah, and this is how you beat Domain on a mull to 5. Squirming for free. A Jace. Was it this game? Yeah, I mull to 5 this game, I think, right? Nice. Domain, Tranquil Frillback comes in, Jace, Tidebinder, and then I cut Harvester, I think I'm gonna cut Terror Tide. I definitely don't need both. Because Herd Migration's just too slow. By the time we're at that stage in the game, I'm putting huge things into play. They can't race me with that, right? They might side in some Graveyard Hate. So Portal, it might not be amazing here. Cruelty. I mean, if they have a bunch of Graveyard Hate, then this is not going to be great either. They're going to have their Herd Migrations, but they might even cut some... They're not going to... Are they going to cut a Traxa? I'm going to cut a Whale. Okay, I'm actually going to keep in Terror Tide then. Let's keep in 1 Terror Tide here. Just for those migrations. Dreamcast was awesome, Jump. Yeah, for sure. Hard Control seems well positioned. Yeah, it is a good deck. I think Temporary Lockdown is well positioned right now. So yeah, like any late game controlling deck that's able to leverage Temporary Lockdown. That said, I don't know. Now the format's less aggro and more mid-range. Maybe that's not true anymore. I don't know. Temporary Lockdown was obviously one of the best cards in the first week, but... Man, another mulligan here? Really? Mulliganing a lot this match. I'm going to ditch the Cruelty. Yeah. But you're right, Space Slug. I think Hard Control is awesome. I love Blue-White Control. It was one of the first decks I tried to build around. After rotation, but yeah. Roki's Sultai Season Control deck. Oh, really? Sultai Control? Interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting. I think Blue-White is probably the best control deck. The White-Red deck did look very, very good. Boros with the... what is it called? Urabrask's Forge, whatever. That card is very sweet. And that deck could do some really busted stuff. It was really impressive when I played with it and when I saw it in play. It's that Caretaker's Talent. Caretaker's Talent just gives Control a real draw engine to replace Memory Deluge. Like, it's ironic that we went from a blue instant to a white enchantment, but that is legit. That's what it is. That's... Okay, I'm going to jam Jace here. I want to use all my mana, and they don't have any clean way to kill Jace other than giving me maps. They say nice. Giving me maps or Leyline Binding, which is really nice. I can get it back later. I think I'm just going to mute my opponent now. Okay, let's see what they've got. I'm going to get Blooming Marsh into play so that I can kick Frill back and kill something here on turn 5, maybe. But, not the best mills. 1 spell, 2 spells. Spells are not good. We want permanence here. We only have 4 out of 6 cards. Yeah, they bind the Jace, which is good for us, because I can blow that up with Frill back, get Jace back, right? Mm-hmm. You know, there's an argument for just Wail of the Forgottening here. Bouncing that Leyline and just minus Jace again, but bouncing Leyline seems bad. I think I'm just going to Frill back, blow it up, right? So let's play the 1-3. And set up the Frill back here for next turn. Quick Herd Migration. Very nice. Okay. I guess I could double Frill back if I get a green. Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna go... Let's do this and this. Let's get back Jace. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now we have Squirming Emergence with nothing in the yard yet. Jeez. I can Wail of the Forgotten, do all the things. If I draw any big thing, I can just immediately Bitter Triumph it away and squirming it back. They probably have to swing all at Jace here. They're at 43 cards. I have my one Terror Tide in the yard, so the only way I'm casting that is with a Founding of the Third Path. Oh, they're just going to get Lost Jace. Okay, that works too. Uh-huh. Big 9. Ouch. Could bring back the Frill back here. What to do? I think I'm going to look for something massive. I think that's the best play here. So let's do this. Bounce, discard. Let's look at the top 3. And if squirming, if I hit something huge here, I can just squirming it back. Portal to Phyrexia, I wouldn't mind. One with the multiverse would be okay, I guess. Yeah, that's a good one. So let's take, I think I'm going to take Cruelty here. Bring back Portal. And let's see if you can eat my Portal. I presume they have Leyline Binding for this Portal, but I get the trigger still at least. Player tap land and pass. Dealt with their Herd Migration the hard way, I guess. I do want a Cruelty of Gix here. I want to rip an Atraxa out of their hand before they slam it and refill here, but I didn't see an Atraxa in game 1. I don't even really know what's going on over there. Maybe they don't play Atraxa? They have Angel. Yeah, Angel comes down. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Oops. Time to switch to water. Ooh, not bad. Okay. I guess I can bring this back, right? And kick. Yeah, I can still cast Cruelty of Gix off the island. So let's kick. We can blow something up, gain 4 life. Okay.